Hello. Hello, everybody. I'm so excited to be here as usual. I also have a little bit of a different setup today, so I'm a lot more comfortable. It's been a magical day, and I really felt like called to be online. Hello, Nitro. Nitro. Hi, D. How's it going? Oh my gosh. Ebony, hi. Yes. Oh my goodness. Um, I kept getting these like inklings about sweet potato fries. And then my mom comes home and she was like, "Hey, do you want these sweet potato fries?" And I was like, "Yes." Yes. And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna eat a sweet potato fry with some hummus and see how it goes. And I love it. I love it. Hummus on everything. I love it so much. Hi, Zawadi. You said I have to go eat soon, but I'll come on after. Yes, do so. What are you gonna eat? You don't have to tell us before you go. It's totally fine. But I feel today is full of magic. Oh my goodness. Yes. This little limp mic. It's okay. It's going to get replaced. Today is definitely full of magic. And Sunday is also just a really powerful day for manifestation. So if you have not been putting your intentions out there every single night before bed, I highly recommend you do it. Like every single night during Lionsgate, during Leo season, like I am scripting, I'm folding papers, I'm sleeping on stuff, I'm lighting candles. I'm doing it like this. No, I'm just kidding. Um, make sure you are do it. Make sure you are do it. I'm so excited. I can't even speak correctly. Make sure you're doing it. That doesn't sound great either. You know what I mean? How are you all feeling today? Like energetically wise, where's your energy at? How's your love life? How's your friendship life? How's your home life? How's your food life? How was your day? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I was actually with the lovely Ethny who is in the chat, or may still be in the chat for part of the day. My day was awesome. I always on Sundays like pour into myself. I usually do some sort of cooking class. I try to sleep in depending on like how excited I am that day. Oh, you are still here. I can never tell because the number, like I can see how many folks are here and it goes up and down. And so I never know if it's accurate because sometimes people are talking and it'll say like a certain number. And I'm like, there's way more here. So I'm like, I don't know if people are here or not. I'm just going to keep talking. Yay. I'm so glad you're here. But I went to church and that was always fun. I actually really like my church, even though it's kind of a far drive. And I went to the river, you know, my favorite place to be, Zawadi. And then I met someone there, all randomly, very divine, very magical. And they're really drawn to my tattoo. And then they saw my Sailor Moon tattoo and they're like, what? And then we started talking and all these things. And they were new in town and then we ended up going swimming together and all these things. I was actually at the river to do my ancestor offerings and all that stuff. And they were just like, hi, hi, nice to meet you. And then I invited them along for our plans that we had, the lovely Ethne, to go see a free movie at a local theater that has been in town for a while. And then we all just like hung out afterwards. It was great. And now I'm here and got some sweet potato fries. And yeah, how is everybody else's day? How are you? I want to know how you are. Yeah, Zawadi, I knew you would find that funny because you and me, we've got the maturity of like an 18-year-old. Just kidding. Yes, doing it. Also, the new chapter of Mango Men and Other Manifestations dropped. So if you haven't read it or made your guess, you definitely should do that. Idiola. Literally, I was doing my slowdown after my run and you kept coming up in my head. So I had to check if you were live. And of course you are. I love how we all have like beacons out for each other right now. That's how it kind of felt when I met that person. I felt like all of us, and then all of us talking afterwards. It was like, bing, 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 bing. I wonder who else is out here. It was great. I'm going to eat actually. How's your day going? Y'all, what are you up to? Great. Down by the river. The river is magical. I wasn't even there that long. Yeah, you know it. It's all hit though. It's so true. But tell me, folks, how's your energy today? No one's answered. I know there's also a delay. Please excuse me while I smack on the microphone. Good. I'm about to make some dinner. What are you making? Oh, Ethany, who's also in the chat, Big Mama's Preserves. We're making pickles tomorrow. So make sure you are also available at 6 p.m. So for tomorrow's live, we're going to be showing how to make pickles and also talking about love as we usually do. And it's going to be a lot of fun. Yes, we are. Ethely knows how to make everything. I'm convinced. I'm so convinced. And if people want to follow along, maybe we can try and put the ingredients ahead of time. If not, you're welcome to just tune in and stare. I wish. What are you all manifesting? What are you manifesting this week? Like this coming week? I want everybody to manifest it by the end of the week. That's my goal. What are you all manifesting? I want to know. I want to know how we can accomplish it. I decided to do a week detox from meat. I love it. So I'm going to saute some garlic and spinach and tofu with a side of rice. Yum! Sounds so good. Do you ever add fennel to your rice? It's literally so good. It's so freaking good. And it's good for balancing if you're going to use things that are a little bit more potent, like because you got some garlic, which is a little bit warmer. You can cool it down with fennel, like elemental wise. So good. My day was organizing my daughter for her first day back from school tomorrow. Oh my gosh. My kids came back from New York City on Saturday. How was it? I remember you talking about them leaving. How was it for them? Did they have so much fun? Manifesting good outcomes. Remind me how old they are again? They were on camera that one time, I think, during class. That's exciting. You already know what else I want to ask you. Or I want to know about said man. You don't have to spill all the beans. I know that. But you're welcome to. That sounds so tasty. Tasty. I'm not like verbalizing very well today. I don't even think verbalizing is a... What is it? Whatever. Taraji 10, Damani 18. I love those names. Did they have so much fun? I hope they had so much fun. I had some divine messages, but it was really around like your connection to the universe. And for some people, like your connection to God and what that means to you. And just how like A reflection of how you feel about the universe is going to show up in your manifestations, right? No, their names are amazing. Taraji and Damani. They sound like they're powerful in general. Um, with manifestation energy, I feel like there's a couple messages that need to come through. Sometimes when actually, I just want to read your message instead. Thank you. They did have fun, but not as much as they wanted to. Aw. Well, as long as they had some fun. Happy to ask. I know we talked about it before, so I wanted to hear all about it. You're welcome to tell us all in Z School for the Gifted when we see you this week. But there was this message of like sometimes when you feel like you have a big dream, there is a hesitancy to lean into spirit. And the hesitancy is always, like a reflection of what you've been conditioned to believe about spirit. Um, and just that also sometimes the connection to your ancestors can feel a lot easier and digestible in even some senses to help you begin to learn that spiritual support is there for you. And so I kind of wanted to talk about that a little bit, um, because the ancestors are always around you, they are always helping you. But then there's also other energy that is also there to help you. And right now with Lionsgate, it's important to stay open to the positive high frequencies, all of them that are there to assist you. And it's been coming up a lot in some other readings that I've been having with people of what it means to heal church hurt and what it means to redefine like your relationship to spirit or whatever your verbiage is, Buddha, spirit, God, the universe. And sometimes it's not easy. Sometimes it's not easy. Can you hear it? Hold on. 1 second. Hold on. They are such a blessing to my life, my pure loves. Yay! They are. Children are so pure. Um, Side story. I have been spending time with my nephew and did a lot this weekend. And it's just so nice to see children be children and be as happy as they can be. And just be able to witness that. Like, I feel like there's so much going on in the world right now that having a moment to remember what it is that we, in a sense, are fighting for or manifesting for is so much bigger than ourselves. And children are such a gift. Like, they're such a gift. Like, just hanging out with him it was like so magical. And he's so funny. He's going to turn those dogs. He's going to turn 1 really soon. And yeah, it's just, we get so caught up in our own energy of like day-to-day life and who hurt us and who did that and like what am I going to eat today? I'm so upset at work. I'm not happy. And children, it's so simple. Like, they wear their heart on their sleeve. They are very direct with you. they do the thing that makes them happy. Like, it's so simple. Like, you can continue to learn from them just by looking at them. Because if they don't like something, they're going to tell you they don't like it. They're going to act like they don't like it. They're going to keep doing the one thing that they love. And um my nephew had just learned to start running or walking, and he's been wanting to run. And so he likes to lean in if I put my fingers like this. And so I was calling it baby fitness, but obviously we have to slow him down a little bit because he'll just go too fast sometimes and get tired. Um, but it just was so much fun to just like, you know what? I was like, I'm turning off my phone. I'm not talking to anybody. I'm just going to hang out with you. And we're just going to have so much fun. And he likes to use like this giant bucket as his, we call it his automobile. And so he'll like put stuff on there and kind of like do things. And I'll come along and like do funny stuff on it. And he loves it. Like, he loves it. And I'm like, gone are the days when we could just play with buckets. Not when you have kids, though. Oh, he's a baby. Yes. He's such a tiny, teeny tot. Evening, beautiful ones. Hi. Hello, Jamila. Yes, for sure. But he's so like, like sometimes I think about like the progression of spiritual awakenings, and just how everyone's always so in a rush to try and perfect things. Like, what are you perfecting? There's 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 joy and happiness within the journey itself by learning to slow down as well, and just having those moments, like filling yourself with those moments are going to make the journey even more powerful than you think. And so I'm just really grateful for that. And we kind of talk about like there's like this theme today. It feels like humbling yourself and being with spirit, because the person I met today was like, how do you ground yourself, and how do you stay humble and continue to do the work that I do. And I was telling him about my practices, but remembering like having that detachment from ego, or like practices that can support that, help you on your spiritual journey, and help your manifestations come in a lot more quickly, because I'm constantly giving stuff away, just like many of you, and constantly seeing my money as like an energy, and setting up my account so then there's money that just goes to donations, and like doing things without expecting things, right? Like continuing to humble ourselves. And I pray over my money. Do you pray over your money? You should be praying over your money, asking the universe, like very connected to the universe, or to God, like where do you want me to sow seeds today? How do you want me to multiply my money? Just tell me where you want. I'm like, just tell me where you want me to spend it. Um, Tell me when you want me to save it. Tell me when you want me to invest in someone or a project that's going to help people. But it kind of feels like this theme today of like humbling yourself on your path, and like, I wouldn't say like living modestly, but like living humbly, like living with what you need, instead of this energy of greed that is so potent right now in the world, and the opposite of what peace and love is, and what many of you are trying to manifest, right? Like peace, love, and happiness. I'm going on a tangent, but you know what I'm talking about. And they need all the love too. They do need all the love. Kiddos need all the love. So much love. I just got off my family Zoom and I was talking to my niece while I made dinner. Aren't they amazing? Like, kids are just phenomenal, tiny beings, even if they're not tiny. And the church I go to, they're very, like, really big on like community service and stuff like that. And they just did a retreat for kids, and it was like, I can't remember the name of it, but it was Lego themed. There was like a Lego Jesus and Lego, like all these things. It looked so much fun. It's like, wow, they get to like have fun. I was like, I want to go to Lego school. But it's easy to get, I would say, like spiritually congested by the 3D and not see all the joy and in the happiness. But that humbling and groundedness can really keep you in a high frequency. What do you all do to ground yourself? Contentment. Hmm. There's this interesting energy right now with family dynamics and love and like coming together, this like bridging. It's very strong right now, these last like couple of days. I love these kids. She was telling me, just learned best part. Oh my goodness, I love that song by her on her guitar. I love that. I love her. Her also has these guitar lesson videos that are great. I can't remember the name of the app, but they're on there. I watched them for a while. They're amazing, very inspiring. The way her teaches music, super grounding. They also share like how Alicia Keys and some other folks had said, like, all you need is 3 notes and some lyrics to create a song. And I remember being so nervous when I first made my song. And I was like, no, the reason why we feel uncomfortable when we try and create something is because we put some sort of expectation around it. It's like, all you need is 3 notes. You could probably even do 2 notes. You do 1 note. The point is to just try. I went walking this morning by the river. Was everybody at the river today? Who else went to the river? What did you discover at the river? I went to the river too. And walked into, oh, you're writing it already. And walked into an old friend and ended up talking. That made my day. See, there's like this connection going on. It's like the universe and ancestors are like bridging us all together. So if you're really open to community and your soul tribe and receiving love, you're going to receive it right now. It's really interesting. I haven't quite like put my finger on exactly what it is, but the ancestors are working overtime. It feels like, opening heart chakras, which is what everybody needs. I just watched this video of her showing how she made a song from scratch. It was so interesting and inspiring. Yeah, they're amazing. Hers a very great musician, very musically inclined, but very like their energy in videos. Like sometimes I can't watch videos because I like it like it's really jarring. But her has this really grounded energy. She reminded me that at one point I let her stay on my couch and I totally forgotten, but I was so happy. It's a safe space when she needed it. Oh yeah, I was a safe space when she needed it. It goes such a long way, right? Every act of kindness, it's always good to be kind. Not so that someone can remember you, but like let someone remember kindness instead of remembering trauma that you caused in their life. Right? Oh my God, yesterday I was walking by a creek at a park I'd never been to, and I ran into my childhood best friend. Yeah, there's like this connection energy going on. And it like keeps bringing more and more people together. I love it. I think it's magnificent. I was so happy when I met the person today. It was almost like I didn't even think twice about it. They just were like, "Hi, want to hang out?" Okay. And they were just such an adventurer. And I was like, "Excuse me, I'm gonna go do my offerings right now. And then I was like, I gotta go. But it was like perfect timing because they had just moved to town and they were looking for connection. Like they were literally looking for a connection. And I just so happened to be getting there as they were like wandering around, walking outside in the grass, a lot of visuals and affirmations. I love that. Mm. Hmm. Yes, bring me the good people, please. Yeah, the energy is good right now. If you're open to it, it's so good. I know that felt so good. Yeah. Color blue is amazing. Great prime color. Blue is amazing. The innocent, genuine bonding of human beings. Yeah, that's what it feels like. This like this like people who are feeling that frequency of pure love, like it's like being bounced back to you. Like because the portal's open. So like if you are a really high frequency of love, you're gonna find other people who are just like you, like right now. It's wild. Like me and this person, we just like hit it off. I didn't like it was so much fun. Talked about our life, talked about all sorts of stuff. Like it was great. Met my friend, then we met this other person who's also a friend, and then we all just came together. It was awesome. I'm glad that you're all like connecting too. Be in this energy. Are you doing scripting? Everybody right now in the chat, tell me yes or no. Are you doing your scripting? Do you know what scripting is? I've had a lot of energy vamps reaching out, so the good people are more welcome. Make sure you're kicking them to the curb. Are you kicking them? I feel like you're the type to do that. Don't engage with those energy vamps. Have you been kicking them to the curb? The more you kick them to the curb, the more other people come. Better people come. They're just little tests, like little flies. Little flies that you have to like, meh. It's gotta, that's how I feel. Like when someone shows up and they're like, oh, I'm trying to, well, that's funny. No. It's like, I'm not even going to engage with you because you waste my time. Bye. I have not been scripting. Folks, come on. I have been ignoring the messages. Why would you do that? Jamila, what is the point of ignoring? Like, you're literally talented enough to receive messages. People would die to be getting the messages that you receive and to get the guidance that you get, and you're not even using it. Not as much as I should. I want you all to be scripting. Turn your journaling, and if you want to journal one, you're not even y'all are barely journaling. I'm gonna look into your energy right now. I'm not having that, especially you, the Jamila Ideala Zawadi. What are you doing? You have an opportunity of a lifetime and y'all are not doing nothing about it? They were like, do you have time to make an appointment to talk over a bottle of wine with you? Be like, kick rocks. What you could do was send me the bottle of wine, but I'll pass on the you part. Because I was reading a good book and took a nap. I didn't want those people in my good space. Get to your scripting, all of you. What are you doing? I want to stay, but I gotta work. Bye, Tanya. Are you painting? Well, actually, two folks in here now are not journaling as much as they need to be. All I see is not as much journaling. You are correct. BS, what was the cute glasses site, Firmu. If you go to my link tree, hold on, I got you. 1 second. I'm gonna copy it right now in the chat. Give me 2 seconds. Tanya, this is it. There's the code and there's the link for the glasses. So you can go check it out. Hopefully you're still here. Any scripting advice? Keep it simple. Every night when you go to bed and when you wake up, Ideala, are you only journaling in the daytime? Oh no, I think mine fell in the recycling. I got you on the glasses there in the chat. I was doing an awesome Jigwao Henna fusion, and now I work online. Have fun! The information's in the chat and below in the description if you need it, Tanya. So scripting advice, just keep it as simple as possible. You can start with your journaling so you can get all that busy energy out of your mind. Anything you're thinking, just like it onto paper. Put on some music that you enjoy. If you want to light a candle, I recommend scripting earlier in the day, and I recommend scripting right before you go to bed. Right before you go to bed is going to be very powerful, but also when you first wake up. Or you can look at your scripting from the night before when you first wake up. So have your music or no music, depending on what you vibe and where you're manifesting. And just write present tense of what you are manifesting. And go in detail. Like, don't just be like, I have a new car. Right? Right. Every day I wake up and I feel X, Y, and Z. I'm super grateful for this. The money I received unexpectedly, I was able to blah, 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 buy such and such car. It was easy. It felt like it was made for me. Every time I get into the car, it feels like this. It smells like this. It takes me blah, 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 blah. I go here and I go there. Like, that is scripting. Like, you're like talking about your life with your manifestation to help you manifest it. Have a good night, Tanya. Nighttime for sure, and afternoon some days. Okay. I love it. If you can do it twice right now with the portal, I love it. When you wake up and when you go to bed. And you can also, if you want to, at the end, you can take your scripting paper, fold it 3 times towards yourself. I do 3 times towards myself, and then I turn it 3 times again because that's kind of a hoodoo thing. And then you can put it under your pillow and fall asleep. But go straight to bed. Don't like do your scripting and then like go brush your teeth and do all those things. You want to sit with it. Like, you can even like put on your heart space. You can put on your third eye. You can do whatever you want. You can sit with money. I do that all the time. So I manifest money all the time. I take money. I feel money. I talk to money. Put on my third eye. Put on my chest. Fall asleep with money. I'm like, I love you, money. But make sure you are doing these practices. It's really going to help you right now. Again, like, you were all so gifted. There is really no excuse for why you're not using your gifts right now. It's the biggest portal in the entire year. Act like it, my friends. Hi, Nia, love. My mind has been so busy I couldn't sleep. Oh no. This inspired me to journal it out. Yes, journal. Journal as much as you can. Just get it out. It has to go somewhere. It's like, if you journal in the beginning of the day, you condition your mind to slow down. And when you do it repeatedly every day, when you first wake up, your brain remembers to not be so wild throughout the day because it gets used to that feeling. And then you start to feel better. And then it's like, oh, our body likes this. Can we continue to do this? And then it's less likely to bring up old energy from the day before or from weeks ago, from years ago, and anxiety. It's less likely to bring it back into your life because you're giving it an avenue to express itself and let it go. A lot of the times that energy is in your mind and it's busy because it's trying to solve something. So if you can come to a resolution on paper, even if it's just you writing down your ideas, your physical brain does not have to hold it anymore. But like people are so used to holding things in their mind sometimes because they're also heavily stimulated by like social media, by TV, all these things that they see throughout the day. So the brain just gets used to like pulling information and not letting it go because there's no place to let it go. It's just like boom, 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 boom. And so then you're like, oh wow, like I'm super tired. Like my brain's tired and I can't sleep because it has too much information. And so you have to take that information, put it onto something. So your brain goes, ah, love it. And like when it's like that, journaling first thing in the morning, around lunchtime, and at nighttime, you'll already start to relax. What do you do with the paper after Z? You can, a couple different things depending on your practice. You can put it under your pillow and sleep with it. You can put it into like a manifestation bowl or a money bowl. You can burn it, depending on if you want to burn it, or you can put it under like a candle if you have a manifestation candle. If it's like earth paper, like seed paper, you can bury it into the earth. If it's natural enough for the river, you can put it into the river and ask Oshun for help, for assistance. But you can, there's many, many choices. If you want to just leave it in your notebook, you can do that too. Can I leave? Oh, yeah. Can I leave in the book also? Yeah. Mm-hmm. You can leave it in your book. Something that I also do sometimes, you just have to be careful when you do this, is whenever I get like a new calendar, especially with new calendars or places that have like lines that I can write my goals on, I will write my goals and I'll keep the notebook open. I'll put a tea light on top of it to like signal to the universe, like, this is my goals. Here, alchemize it. And that also helps. We just have to be careful to watch it. I've definitely done that before. And I remember praying to my ancestors and asking them to show me which direction to go. And they freaking caught the paper on fire and then put it out. And there were pieces of words that I put together and made a sentence that told me where to go. It was the creepiest thing I'd ever seen, but the best thing ever. So if you have ancestors like that, just be careful. Just watch it. It was literally in the middle of the night, and I was like, "The are you doing? Couldn't you just tell me?" Wow. Thank you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Happy to help. Yeah, this was in Charlotte. It was a different type of, the ancestors in Charlotte were very different. A lot of them, the ancestors there that I met were like really old, did a lot of hoodoo and were very strong. And when I first got to the land, I went straight to like a plantation basically, and I packed a bag full of everything they told me to pack, all different foods and fruits. And I built like a huge altar outside. And then also put like half of it into the water. And then I was bringing money, and then I was bringing pearls. Like I was bringing all this stuff to say thank you. And then they just like whoosh. And when I walked, because it was like in a nature reserve too, when I was walking, it just was like they gave me the gift of seeing their time at the same time. I was like, this is the coolest and creepiest thing I've ever seen. And I was running one time out there and I was like, for some reason I feel hyper aware that I'm all alone. Can you send me some people? And then like a running group ran by. And then I was like, okay. And I was like, oh, I'm scared again. And then like another group ran by. And I was like, you all are quite fast with helping. That's wild. Yeah, it was very wild. Hi, internet. Please no fire words. Yeah. If you don't like it, it's not just tell them you don't like that. I freaking loved it, but it like I was like, this is a new one. This is a new like I was in bed. I just felt this energy. I opened my eyes and it was like whoosh. I was like, gonna catch this place on fire. And I went over and I was like, oh, it's a fucking sentence. I was like, okay, well, that's clear. I just like held it up like, did anybody else see that? I was like in my room, like, hello? Hello? It was trippy. It was so trippy. And they also had the gift of like, when they would visit, they had this energy that was different. Like I could always see their eyes, but they were like brightly colored, like a light. It was being in Charlotte scared the shit out of me sometimes. Ancient Eyes, hi. Yeah, it was funny. Funny, but also horrifying. But also, I felt really excited because I was like, dang, that worked. I was like, I'm gonna go put my stuff in the river. I'm like, who else is here? Hello, hello, hello. And then I was like, well, now I'm seeing all of you and I'm scared, so I'm gonna put something under my bed. My bed. Yeah. Well, that's where a lot of this like slave ships stopped first, all along that coast. So yeah. But it was nice. They had like they would also show me the memories of them having fun with each other and like laughing and like what it looked like. I started crying. Like I couldn't hold like it was like the energy was so strong. I just couldn't hold it in my body, but also it brought me so much joy to see them so happy and laughing, and I could hear them laughing and I could see them laughing, and like people flirting and like people selling stuff, and like it just like took over everything. And I was like, I'm gonna put more stuff in the river. I was like, this is so fun. That's what I did. I kept putting stuff out there. How long did you stay in Charlotte? I don't know, like maybe like 5 months ish. 4 or 5 months, maybe a little bit longer. No, maybe like 4 months, 4 or 5 months. 4 months? I don't know. But it felt like I lost track of time when I was there. It felt like centuries. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. They must have been happy for someone to finally come through and acknowledge them. Probably. Because also a lot of places in Charlotte, like there's a lot of gifted folks of color, but it's still super conservative and extremely racist, extremely. And where I lived, even though it was more liberal, a lot of the companies were still reporting the black businesses to the police department just because they wanted to, and were using like scare tactics, and they're like and white supremacy to try and scare them away. So they were very closeted, and I was not. I was walking around with my Orion like, come at me. I was like, I got protection on this side and the other side, so come at me. Um, but it's a very interesting place. It's a very powerful place. And my friend, was saying the land is Scorpio land, is what she was saying. Because I was saying how I can't, when I'm there, my energy slows down and then I get too submerged into the shadow. And I was like, I feel like I'm suffocating now. Like I'm suffocating, like had to move because it was like so much energy. Not that it was bad energy, but that Scorpio energy is like this death and rebirth kind of energy that's really watery. And I can't sustain that for long periods of time, but she could. She's a Scorpio and she was like all up in it. Right. And I was like, unfortunately, I live in Richmond, so walking by the river is interesting. Richmond, California? No. Richmond, Virginia? Oh, y'all are so. Part of my walk is on the slave trail, but I didn't go that way today. How's it feel when you walk on it? Oh, wow. Oh my gosh, Nia, you remembered and spelled my name perfectly. Oh, it's so sweet. I also ended up, which I didn't know at the time. I actually wrote a poem about it recently and put it on the Unsealed, and it's called When God Was There. And it was like the prompt was basically like to write about a time when it was so clear that, God was there to support you. And I wrote about the time when I was traveling around and I didn't write about everything, but like how I went to all the MLK like hotels and didn't really know about it until I got there. I didn't know that's what was happening. And then I ended up in Tuskegee. And then I ended up in a hotel where Harriet had done the crossing. I didn't know like any of it. Like, and I was like, that is so divine. You can't tell me it's not. Like, you can't tell me whatsoever. And so I just went out there and cried. It was like snowing. And I just thought about like, how did they do this? Like, how did they freaking make this crossing? People cry about getting into a cold pool. Like, I literally stood there and was like, I'm not gonna fucking complain anymore. I literally stood there and was like, no. Richmond, Virginia, biggest slave producer after the trade ended besides. Yeah. You know what? A lot of people don't also like think about Portugal as well. Portugal was like the biggest trade slave. Like, it was wild. They get missed a lot in history, but they were the number one for way too long. It used to be very heavy and sad. Yeah. I feel like it's such an honor to be able to walk those paths, you know? It's such like everybody needs that reminder to like get yourself out of your own butt. You know what I mean? Like our lives are so much better than so many of them have, and we still can't fucking get along, and we still can't use our gifts, and we still can't suck it up and stand up for ourselves, and we're still crying. I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm like, ugh. My apologies, Edia. I admit I was like, definitely got to use your display name. But some days feels very liberating. My friend and I followed the slave trail markers during the pandemic because we had time and honored their work and presence and setting the way for us. I love that. That's so powerful. Everybody needs to do that. Remember who was here before. Like, remember who we came from. Remember what they went through. All of them, everybody. Like, it really puts your life in perspective, right? And it like I was always talk to my friends about this of of like making leaps and strides and traveling and doing all these things. It's like it's because of them that it gives me, and also God, like the courage to leave even though my money doesn't always look the way I want it to, because if they can do it with nothing, if they can build entire economic systems and invent basically like almost everything that folks use today, because we were talking about that today, I'm going to be a chicken. I'm going to be a chicken to leave with money in my pocket because it might not work out. You know what I mean? Like, it's like when you put yourself in perspective, it's like, what? They literally built so many things that we are enjoying right now. And all they're asking for us is to listen and like continue. And people are like, oh, I'm not going to do it. I'm like, yo, I definitely feel honored to be able to walk freely there now where they couldn't. Yeah, they were literally dragged here. More than dragged. We have the option to go places. They like literally when my ancestors and spirits say now, I'm not the type of person to be like, let me go plan something for like 7 months. No, they told me now. They literally told me now. Why would I wait? If they're like, we're giving you all of our gifts so you can manifest the life that you want. Here's how you use them. Here's someone to teach you how to use them. Lean into them. And then I am going to go and disrespect that? Nah, son, you got me messed up. Absolutely not. It's such a gift. We live such a gift. There's nothing to be like, complaining about, really, in my opinion, other than myself. When I decide to not show up in my full capacity. They already told me. They already told you. What kind of messages have you been getting from your ancestors, everybody? Tell me what kind of messages you've been getting. Some of you working with Obatala yet? What kind of messages? I want you to tell me. I'm gonna need the snack for a second. And also tell me what feels challenging to be able to follow their messages sometimes. Is it the literal fear of like not knowing what's going to happen? You know what I like to do? Start doing? Tell myself, I don't have the fear of being in a camp on a slave ship or shackled somewhere. What is this? Right? To do things differently. In what sense, Ideala? Can you be more specific? Lean in on stepping out, step up, being seen, we got you. Yeah. Have you read my poem literally called Step Out? I'm going to read it to y'all right now. I did it live at my poetry event. Maybe it'll encourage you. My phone says I am determined. I feel like that's for everybody. It's literally one of my favorites. I mean, not all my poems are my favorite, but this one's one of my favorites. I'm going to read it for you right now. I couldn't fall asleep last night at 4:20. I was wondering if I am supposed to be getting messages. Maybe. Actually, I put it in my book. Maybe they just needed to come out somewhere. Let me just go mess up my mic. Shall we get passionate about it? Let's get lit. I knew there was a reason. Also, you all should vote for my other poem so I can win this competition, please. It's on the Unsealed. I need everybody's vote to help me. Let me get my notebook. It was a lot of thoughts. Pardon me. Oh, no wonder I can't find it. It's all freaking clipped together. Shush. Okay. I did one called In Honor, and it's about our, also me, indigenous family. I think I offended some people. Because there is a line in there that says, they cannot run on this side or the other. They will meet the ultimate mother. And I was like, did you feel that one? And then the poet caught up and was like, I want to encourage everybody to be positive. I was like, oh, you triggered. Triggered you. Everybody meets the ultimate mother. And someone came after and was like, I loved that one. I don't know. I was wondering if the ocular migraine I got last night was just a sign to lay down and be still. So I did, but I didn't hear anything else besides don't hang out with those people. Yeah, they probably wanted to tell you that. And also remind you of your seeing, right? Seeing the truth, perhaps. As you said that, I tried to locate the poem to vote, but I was lost. I can send it. Hold on. Let me read the poem and then I'll send you the link. It's actually to a different poem. Okay, y'all ready? Y'all ready to hear it? It's not positive to censor you. Yeah, exactly. I was like, I don't think this is gonna work out. Well, I focus on sacred rage and I tell the truth, so you could cry about it later. Okay, so this is called Step Out. Thank you for giving me the go. You ready? You can close your eyes if you want. There is a palm that rests at the center of your back. At first, it's like the weight of carrying rocks that stack, only to realize that the palm, it comes in many colors, many shapes from a place you can't see. It is always there waiting for you to finally be free. It presses just a little harder now to lean into possibility, to kick free of what they told you you could be. No, they said, it's not just you, it's you and me. I'm here to set you free. Ancestors gather in thousands just at your shoulders with stethoscopes, kaleidoscopes, all here to help you cope. There is nothing you can't do or see because they simply will not let it be. Step out, they all say now. Step out into the day. Step out and we will catch you. Step out and we will protect you. Step out and the warriors will meet you. Step out and stand strong. There is nothing you have done wrong. Look how many we are. See up there, we are also in the stars. We will always travel far to be at your side. We will never say goodbye. We hold you steady now. You can't ever fall. You can't anymore. It's time to soar. There is no more war, just sunny days that come and actually stay. Go now, child. The time has come to step out and shout, I am here even with that one tear. You are cherished, my dear. Poem. I didn't perform it like I normally do, all fiery and big, but that's basically it. So step out, my people. Step out. You need to step out. I literally had a coaching session today where my inner child showed up with full emotions as I connected with my hesitation to putting myself out there is me abandoning her. Yeah. We abandon ourselves just like people abandon us. And what I take from tonight's topic, I'm also abandoning my ancestors. Yes. And yourself. You are abandoning yourself. You are your inner child and your ancestors. So you are abandoning yourself. Kismet, thank you. You said close your eyes and mine was already closed. I love it. I'm going to drop the link for great, powerful words. Thank you. I liked performing it standing because my energy was like, whoosh. Some people got triggered, whatever. So powerful. Thank you. Do the ancestors ever tire of us calling on them? No, they will never tire of that. They will tire of you not listening. And then they'll just start shoving you. But they will never tire of you calling on them. They want you to call on them. But most people don't call on them as much as they should. And as much as the ancestors want them to. Actually, I'm going to do it on here. Because they're scared. Yes, exactly. Thank you for that reminder. Absolutely. They're triggered because they're not stepping out. Exactly. Also, I'm like, if you're scared of someone's poem that talks about alchemizing rage and fear and all these things, you have much to heal. You have much to heal. You have a lot to heal. Oh yeah, it's this one. It's called Dear What Was Once Me. At the bottom of it, let me just put it here. Make sure. You go down to where the heart is. It might ask you to make an account, but then you should be able to vote, I think. I'm going to keep sharing it because I need as many votes as possible. And right now we only have 5 and we need way more than that. This one, the prompt, I think is gone. But this one was about like write a letter to a place that transformed your life. And I wrote it about my mother's house. Sharing that with you. I haven't shared that with anybody. I love the imagery of the hand on your back and being surrounded by those who care for us deeply. Yes, they're always there. They're always there. And there's always way more than we think. Like sometimes people think it's just like 1 or 2 ancestors. I'm like, no, son, there's hundreds. There's hundreds of them. You just haven't learned to recognize them yet. You haven't learned to recognize them. Like I remember when my ancestors first started to show up, my physical body couldn't hold, like I couldn't do anything. Like I felt crippled, like at home. And I reached out to other healers, one in particular, because the other ones couldn't do anything. They weren't tapped in enough. And they were able to feel what I was feeling immediately. And then they almost passed out. And they're like, are you feeling that every day? And they're like, I can't breathe. I was like, I know, I need you to help me. Help me. But there's so many. There's so many. This poem, I'll read it to you. It's called, we're doing poem night. Does anybody else have a poem they want to share? Dear What Was Once Me. I've never performed this one, but I'll read it to you. It was I think I can read it to you. Actually, I don't think I can read it to you. Can I read it to you? I don't know if I can read it to you. Some poems I can read to you, and some poems I can't because they publish them in their book. And so then technically, if I publish it someplace else, then it's like not what I'm supposed to do. You can see it through the link. But there's some nods. If you like to write, you'll hear the nods to different writers in there. Um, it's very short. How are y'all going to follow? Also, thank you so much for voting for those who asked for the link. Um, please vote. And also, how are you going to accept your ancestors more now? The ancestors and the inner child are so heavily connected. So heavily connected. That's why I put it together in the pack that I have. The inner child one comes first, the ancestors come second, and then the third one is like the cosmic side. But you can't hide from them, and you can't hide from yourself. It will eventually catch up with you, especially if you are on like a divine path and you've wished for, like, if you have been asking to be liberated and want your gifts and all that, you cannot have your gifts without your ancestors. It doesn't work. It literally doesn't work. And they are the ones that help give you the gifts along with spirit, but they're the ones that are the most powerful in that sense. They're the teachers who also bring you to other teachers. Like, they're like a lot of earthly energy. And so to say in one breath that you want to, learn more about your gifts, and then in the other disregard their guidance or be too scared to take action, it doesn't line up. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense, and it's quite hurtful, right? And it's like, thank goodness the ancestors are so unconditionally loving, because they're constantly talking to us. We're constantly talking. And some people don't want to listen. Why wouldn't you want to listen? Some people would love to be able to hear their ancestors. When I hear an ancestor, I'm so grateful. They took the time to help me. They didn't have to help me. Like, sometimes when I would post videos about ancestor messages, people get so angry. But I'm like, you're so ungrateful. They don't have to help you. They could leave you to rot if you want. If that's what you really want. They help you because they love you. And they see a better life for you that you can't see yet. You're like, I don't want it. I don't want it. Homie. And I love that you bring up the inner child, Internet. It's so important. Without the inner child, you have no joy, no creativity, no progression forward as an adult. You don't have expansion. You don't have friendships. Like, everything is attached to your inner child. right? Yay! Thank you, Guzman. I appreciate it. Thank you, Jamila. Thanks, everyone, for voting. I'm really trying to win. We have until the 26th, so if you know anybody else who wants to vote. I appreciate it. Today we watched Moana at the theater. Also an ancestor. The second one. Strongly about ancestors. Ancestors are just everywhere right now. Let's show them so much love. When was the last time you fed your altar? Internet, I feel like you feed your altar quite a bit. This is my last fry. No. Oh, you're the sweetest. Jamila, did you feed your ancestor altar? This mic. Son. Well, that candle's done. Away, away. Mm-mm. Hello? Is anybody there? No, they were crisp cut fries. They're like this big. That last one was really big. My step grandma gave them to me through my mom, basically. I love Moana. I think we talked about it before, right, Nia? The day I think that the second Moana came out, we were talking about going to see it. Today I did not, but I saw a bunch of pink roses on the Instacart yesterday. But I want to pick them myself. I love that. I also learned that Trader Joe's sources their flowers from Israel, in case anybody wanted to know. So I will not be buying flowers from them. I feel like that's not a known thing. Away, away. Definitely did as a way to celebrate myself. Yeah. I remember us talking about it. We were talking about it before we actually went to see it, I think. It's such a good movie. Love that movie, right? It's so good. Moana, or just Polynesia in general, has always followed me around. My mom, like a couple weeks ago, she was like, "Hey, you know what I learned? Oh, we're also Hawaiian." I was like, "Oh, what's happening here?" Nice. Even though they're in Polynesia, but well, it's an octopus, really. Oh, yours and your daughter's babe. I love that. Oh, Ethne, are you surprised about the flowers? Oh, I know. Um, my friend's friend is an animator at Disney, and so he arranged for us to all go in and check out Disney animation. It was so much fun. They have a cool indoor theater, and they showed us, because it was shortly after Moana came out, they showed us how they made Moana, how they animated Moana. And they also showed us Frozen. It was so fun. So now every time I see it, I'm like, wow, look at all that work. They literally had to do her hair like piece by like one hair by one hair in order to get it to flow the way it did. Because a lot of other movies, it was like the first movie animation where hair was separated like that. In a lot of other movies, it's like stuck together. Um, but for Moana, it was like the first one that they actually separated like the strands. I was like, that's a lot of hair. Yes, well, the flowers. Yeah, they don't talk about it, obviously. And a lot of people buy their flowers. Oh, I was also telling my sister I wasn't quite surprised because they also sold cowboy caviar for a time and like wouldn't take it out of their stores. In case anybody wanted to also know the truth about that. It was a light bulb moment. Yeah. There's an animated show called Ayanu. I really liked it. That's my cousin's name. Ayanu. Let me write it down. What do I have? I've got this. Ayanu. I can remember the name because I can remember my cousin. There's a lot of good animation stuff out. I know we went on an ancestor tangent, but I do want to bring it full circle and just let you all know that please pay attention to your ancestors. Please pay attention to them. I beg you. All they want is the best for you. Treat them with the love and the respect that they deserve. Obviously, the ones who are there to help you, not the ones who may cause chaos. Ancestors are so great. They work so fast. Ethne knows. Every time I light an ancestor candle, it's like, I'm like, what are you all up to? They love you so much. Ethne, have you voted for my poem yet? Vote for me. Pedro. There's an oh wait, I already read that one. It's weird because sometimes the comments will jump and like move. And then I'm like, is that a new one? No. Okay, I'm gonna stay on for like 10 more minutes and I'm gonna go to sleep. Also, tomorrow is Magic to Market. So if you have not booked a class for your business, tomorrow is Magic to Market. Thursday is Z School for the Gifted, and Friday is the Love class. You can find the link. I voted. Yay! Esther, thank you! Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody's vote. Away, away. Sometimes it sounds like my dogs are tap dancing. I'm going to drop the link to Magic to Market in case anybody wants it. So if you want any sort of business coaching, or have questions about social media, I can show you apps. Whatever you want, I'm going to drop it into the chat so people know. Hi, Dee. Welcome back. Today is my feeding day. I love that. Yay. Yes, feed them and tell them how much you love them. The stadium voice is hilarious. And this is what it is. Thank you, Intranet. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I need to get King Grizzly to vote. He may have already voted. Yes! Sunny D, Ediala. What? Thank you all so much. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate it. So I just want to be clear. Everybody's going to be scripting, right? I feel like you are really magical. Every time I come here, I feel magical. Oh my God. Makes my voice go squeaky. Thank you. Took me a long time to embrace my own magic. And when I did, I promised myself that I would always fight for other people's magic. And so that makes me really happy to hear that, because we are so magical. We are all so magical and so powerful. I don't want anybody to forget that. There's so much more to you than what you think. Sometimes you're just scratching the surface, and sometimes it hurts. But you will always have fun. Sounds familiar. Scripting tonight and in the morning. Yes! 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 Do my monster voice. I loves it. I loves it. I loves it so much. Also, don't forget this Friday, since Friday is Love Day, I go live in the Rising to talk about the midnight drop of Mango Men and Other Manifestations. Miss Red won the ticket for this week, and I'm giving away one more. So make sure you read it and vote if you haven't already. Love the monster voice. Thanks. Sometimes it comes out, I just got a monster. I'm not a scary monster whatsoever. I'm scary when I'm silent. I would like to watch an anime series of your life, Z. Can I tell you something? I really want to make an animated version of myself. I actually thought about doing it for my nephew, because my family calls me Auntie Click Clack, because I click clack everywhere. And I told my friend, I was like, just a fairy stripper saving the day. I think I said one pole dance at a time. I am on the path too, because life is so magical, and I've always been spiritual but never been unapologetic. But this space inspires me. Yes, be so unapologetic. It's so fun. I used to care a lot. You get past it eventually, because Ethany knows every day is weird. Every day is weird, but every day is so magical, because you're like, wow, I must be vibing at a different level because of the people who just came around me right now, and I didn't have to do anything. And then you just get to exchange in all this magic, and you don't feel gaslit anymore, because you all find each other energetically, rather than doing the whole let's message, let's do. No, you're just out and about. It's like, hey, you want to be friends? Yes. It's like elf talking to elf, Auntie Click Clack is cuter than Auntie J. Yeah, it sounds like weed. I'm telling the nibblings they can rename me. Why do you call them nibblings? I'm curious. Okay, thank you. Okay, yeah, Nia. So if you go towards the bottom of the poem, there's going to be a little heart shaped like this. Pew! You can click it and vote for my poem. It might ask you to create an account, but you can click the heart. There was someone else who was asking me how to vote. They're like sending me messages on Instagram. And I was like, click the heart. They were like, they were just not really good at social media. And so I like put a little image. I'm going to post about it. I need to post about it. Actually, I just keep forgetting. Hello, Anita. Ah, my sibling kids. Okay, got it. I always taught that word nibblings and thought it was cute. Nibblings. It's kind of funny. I just think about like nibbling on something. Um, but yeah. All right, before I go, I know you said you're going to be manifesting. Did any of you read Mango Manifestations yet? You've got a whole week. I'm just asking. I just want to know. It's okay if you haven't. I would assume most of you have not. I just want to know. You can tell me. I'm not going to judge anybody. I'm here to love you unconditionally. Unless you're just like super racist. I will try and love you. I literally got so shocked eating all of that. I choked on my own spit. You read it? Oh my goodness. What? I need to read it. Where can we read it? It's on Substack. Here, I'll drop the link. It's on the Substack. This is a different type of voice day, you know what I mean? I changed the formatting of this one so that it was kind of more like a podcast. So you can read it and stream it. When they were younger, may have nibbled their cheeks. How old are they? Must be small. Not yet. I need to catch up on the chapters. Yes, chapter 2 dropped already. Chapter 1, I did the giveaway. Now we're on chapter 2, and chapter 2 is called Hello There, Mr. Johnson. And we're here to vote securely. I love that. Oops. Yes, I did, but I still pondered on my vote. I'm still pondering on my vote. Well, it's okay. You've got like, what, 5 days to ponder, Mia, if you want. I feel like after the first one, I might have thrown people for a curveball. Now people are like, I don't know what to vote. I gave you back the yellow dot because I'm nice. Because I'm nice. I thought it was a fun adventure. Storytelling. I want to know more about your lovely love lives. When I asked earlier, no one said anything. I want to know. I want to know. Don't worry, I won't try and force it out of you. But did you like the tarot card? Yes, I think I'm overthinking it for sure. Just a vote. Who cares? Voted and how Benita doing? Do you know? I do not know. Her thing is not this weekend. It's next weekend, I think. Yeah, this coming weekend. I turned down the wine, so there's that. Yes, see, are you creating those? I am creating them. I thought this one actually was super close. Super close to what they actually looked like. I saw it and I was like, That kind of creeps me out. Yes. Yes, I did like the tarot card. It was a nice addition. I'm trying to throw in some fun things for you all. I want to know what kind of tarot cards your partners would look like. You should make some and bring them to Z School for the Gifted. Shawnee voted on this one. Well, I think it's a vote. She put 3 red hearts, so I'm assuming that's her vote. I love this story. I want it to be real. This is an amazing way to meet someone. That's funny. He looked like how I envisioned. Yeah, that's so funny. I feel like I didn't describe him that much, but I don't know. Bro, I don't know what to vote for. You had me clenching my pearls. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. I think what I want to do is do like an uncensored version down the road. Just saying. Are most of you reading it or listening to the podcast? Which one do you like better? Who's Rita though? Rita? Tina? Wait, Rita? Who's Rita? I don't know Rita. Do you know Rita? I know a Rita in China. I'm gonna stream it. Okay, you're streaming it. I want to know who Rita is. If you figure out who Rita is, you tell me who Rita is. Oh, interesting. I've done both because I was on the fence. Okay. This last one, I may have had a few edit errors. I try to match them the same, but sometimes I'm reading it and listening at the same time, and then my ADHD and then all these things start happening. And I'm like, that's good enough. I'm like, I feel like a chapter a week is enough to let slide. I remember you said it in the chapter, be like someone. I thought it was Rita. Ruth. Ruth is from the Bible. Ruth is from the Bible and is like this very loyal friend and wife and gets married to Boaz and all these things. Like Ruth is known for like being prim and proper and like behaving themselves and being very loving and like supporting. And so I was like, I put that in there as that energy. Ruth. Yeah. Be like Ruth. But I love how you add in a few more words than written sometimes. I do, because I feel like when I'm writing, like my writing style is to speak my chapters. Like every book that I've written, I speak it first because I want it to sound natural. But then because of the English language, I have to like go through and fix things. And sometimes people are like easily distracted if I write sometimes the way I speak. And so it's more fun when I stream it or like do podcasts and recordings, because then I could like give it more character, not have to worry about grammatical things. Ruth. Okay. Yeah. Of course. I could totally see an animated Z show too. That would be so fun. I would love it so much. Manifesting. Manifesting. Let me make a note. Literally, ZTV turns into animated ZTV. Funny, my music coach was talking about animating ourselves. I was like, don't tempt me because I will make a new girl band. To heck with gorillas. I'm gonna keep my mouth quiet for now on the love life. A bit too steamy. Shawadi. Well, see, it's making me fumble. It's making me fumble. My fingers can't hold the pen. I'm so nervous. I'm getting hot just thinking about it. You have to tell us in Z School for the Gifted. Are you all coming this week? I'm hustling to get this like Claire audience thing up and going. If not, if it's not Claire audience, it's going to be ancestor stuff, because clearly y'all be slacking with your ancestor connection. You outed yourselves. We want steam sauna style. Yes. I'm sweating in my armpits. Yes, Zawadi. Nope. Don't do that. I'll keep it rated raw. This is why I love y'all. Y'all are so funny. King Grizzly entered the chat. I was talking about you earlier. I was wondering if I was asking everybody if they read the new Mango Manifestations, and Zawadi won't tell us her deepest, darkest sex secrets. And also, if you voted for my poem. Also, hi. Also, King and Grizzly, do you know how to use Discord? Because I was going to message you on Discord. I'm giving you a catch up. We did a bunch of ancestor messages, and now we are in the phase where we are being inappropriate. And it's the best part. If anybody makes it past an hour, they're real ones, and they're about to experience the raunch. I'm just kidding. Let's just crack ourselves up. It's Sunday Fun Day. That gives me stomach aches. But also, I feel like because I had sweet potato fries with hummus and these chocolate mint things, it's just been one of those kind of weekends where you indulge in the pleasures of life. You know what I mean? Spirit keeps delivering these things to me, and so I just keep eating them. Literally hot water steam. Zawadi might have to be a guest writer on Mango Men and Other Manifestations. Zawadi, what's your lineage again? Could add in a chapter from another child of Oshun. I shouldn't do that with food in my mouth. Z after dark. Ooh. I'm doing it. But the only way Z after dark works is if everybody's willing to go Z after dark, if you know what I mean. I feel that and I love it. I just swallowed that chocolate whole. Okay, still learning Discord. Well, I didn't want to email you back. Because I don't want it to get lost. I get so many emails, so I was going to message you on Discord. If you're open to it. You can also email me a response. You don't have to talk about it on here. It was weird to ask because I was thinking about it. What's your favorite type of sweet snack? It depends on the day. But also, I'm like a chef, so I like most things. Okay. If I'm channeling like my younger self, mint chocolate chip ice cream, anything sour green apple, sour straws. If I go a little bit older, definitely churros or buñuelos. But I also love cheesecakes. I love crepes. Um, what don't I love? I love baklava. I love hummingbird cake, red velvet cake. I don't actually like cupcakes. That's something I will say. I don't like cupcakes. I don't actually eat a lot of cake, but I like those cakes. Or like a flourless cake with some bomb ass homemade frosting and a Caesar salad and a side of fries was my jam in Santa Barbara. Um, I love most dark chocolate mint things. Like anytime they put mints on my pillow in hotels, I'm like, ah. But I also love to make chocolate. Like I used to make chocolate and desserts with my mom. I also love almond roca, peanut brittle, things that fall into those lines. I don't like Snickers and all that kind of stuff. Um, but those are like my main ones. If a menu has like some sort of chocolatey something, I will usually eat it. If it has like some sort of creamy something, I probably won't eat it. If it's like a sorbet, I'm gonna fucking skip it unless it's like Italian ice, which is different than a sorbet. I will eat it. But like, I don't want the frozen fruit. I don't want it. I eat a lot of fruit. I want something different. If I'm gonna have dessert, I want the dessert. What are some of your favorites? Oh, I guess you also said sweet snack. Because I don't really, those are desserts. My mind went to desserts. I also make a lot of chia pudding. The after dark, nice. We need Zawadi's story with the island sweetness. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Everybody gets to tell a sex story. Oh yes, sour straws. They're so good. What color? What's your favorite color? What's your favorite? Do you like a mix? You know what I don't like? The sour straws that were like the spin-off flavors. Like, why are you giving me the spin-off? I just want either the green, blue, or red. Stop messing with me. Or the strawberry. Green will forever be my favorite. Listening. Ooh. Love baklava. Baklava is my jam. I also love all Greek festivals. I want to be in Greece. No. I love mint chocolate chip ice cream. It's so good. It's so good. The universe, like when you really connect with the universe will give you your favorite things. And I like really wanted chocolate chip ice cream. Mint chocolate chip ice cream. And then I went to cooking class and we were making mint chocolate chip ice cream with sprinkles on waffles. And I love waffles. Technically, we were making waffle cones, but we were making them out of Belgian waffles, just thinner. It was amazing. People were like, oh my gosh, this is like too sweet. I'm also like the youngest person in there. They're like 70 something and 80. Like, this is like too sweet to have in the morning and all these things. It was me and like this older masculine person. They're like, I'll eat all of them. And I was like, let's go. Sugar high. And then I crashed by the time I got to church. It was fabulous. Wait, let me read this. Ha ha ha. Love and sweetness, love it. He said he loves my accent too. Ooh. Just saying. You do have a very beautiful accent, but I also it's your intonation. Like your energy comes out in the way you speak. And some people they don't have that like, they don't have that je ne sais quoi. You have that. Flourless chocolate cake. It's so good. I love flourless chocolate cake. Love dark chocolate covered blueberries. Those are really good. There was a minute where I was addicted to those to the point where I had to go to the dentist because I realized that they also sold them at Costco in the big size. Man, I was going ham on those. like ham on those for like the longest time. Not for like, I haven't done it in like 2 years, but when I did, I was not feeling good. But those are so good. They're so good. They're like hard, but also soft and also kind of tangy on the inside. When someone turned me on to them, I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to see you later. Don't text me. Shut the door. He's me and these dark chocolate blueberries, son. Blue color and red color. They're both good. They're so good. Those ones are good. Do you like the ones in the long package or do you like the stupid short stubby ones? I'm just kidding. No, but really, which ones do you like? Do you like the ones in the bag or the ones in the like thing? They taste different. Yes, I despise the spin-off flavors, right? Why did they do that? Like the Skittles. People always want to be like cool and do these other flavors. But it's like, can you just make one thing? Even though the world has like basically ADHD and they want other stuff, they won't end up buying it. Manufacturers know this. That's why you do a fixed amount. Because people are like, we want newness. No, you don't. You are creatures of habit. You want to think that you have options, but are completely predictable. Island sweetness sounds like a decadent dessert. Ooh. Ma. King Grizzly, you just gave me. I need to write this down. Oh my gosh, I'm getting overwhelmed by ideas. Where's my notebook? King Grizzly just gave me the idea. Every time you talk King Grizzly, you give me an idea. I feel like it's because our energy is it's very close for some reason. Let me write this down. Ooh. Ooh, yes. Delicious. Delicious. Island sweetness does sound like a dessert. It does. Real waffle cones with hard ice cream is great. I haven't had it in years. It's so good. Also, something that one of my grandmas used to do, like we would eat vanilla ice cream with saltine crackers, and it's so good. Someone the other day was like, I don't know if I would. And I was like, you should try it. Also, clearly, you've probably never been poor. But it's actually really good. It's so good. I'm tired of this stupid mic. I'm grateful for you, Mike. Berry Skittles used to always be in my bag. See? You like them though? You like the spin-off flavors? Or are you saying like, I don't like the berry schmiggles? The long straws are preferred. I would do the short ones if I was in a pinch, right? That's what I'm saying. The long ones, their taste different. The other ones are fraudulent. The other ones are really fucking fraudulent and I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Didn't even know how short straws existed. Didn't even know. They're like these short little stubby things. They kind of look like I don't even have anything to give. It's like you take a straw that's like maybe like normal straw or no, a little bit thicker, like maybe like this, and they just fucking flatten them. It's dumb. I don't like them. I don't like them. You know, they have sour straws sometimes in gas stations that you can put into sodas and things like that. I remember one time I wanted to see what they tasted like because I'm a curious person. Like I'm not the type of person like eating like this is like literally not how I eat. But if the universe is giving it to me, I'm like, hey. But I will try something for shits and giggles because I want to know. Like I want the experience to know. And they had these giant sour straws at 7-Eleven that you could have with slushies. And so I was like, is that really going to work? It seems like it would get frozen. It fucking froze. It froze solid. and I couldn't drink anything. I was like, excuse me, who is the product developer on this? Because clearly I need to be teaching them how to do product development because they suck. Did nobody test the product? I used to love Sour Patch Kids and can't eat them now. I feel you. I never was a big fan of Sour Patch Kids, but they kind of fall in the same line of sour straws, sour punch or whatever. That sounds great, to be honest. Berry Skittles. Reminds me of the Wendy's flurry with fries. Oh. The only spinoff I acknowledge is Berry Skittles. Okay, got it. Okay. Okay, got it. If you love them, you own it, right? You own it. Never buying short straws. I like the green ones. Yeah. Don't buy them. They don't taste the same. Take it from me and Ideala, who are experts in the candy space. Don't get those stupid little straws. They ain't worth it. And they suck. Ice cream and marshmallows is good. Like, do you add your own marshmallows to your ice cream? Also, what flavor ice cream are you eating? The OG Skittles, regular, berry, and tropical. Those were the names? You know what I called them? Red, yellow, green, purple. Wait, no. Are they actually berry flavors? I don't know. I once dated this guy who was Muslim and he'd get me kosher Skittles. Oh, that's thoughtful. Island sweetness. That yeah, American covered with island sweetness. I love that. My cousin and I used to eat marshmallow fluff and peanut butter sandwiches. Yum. I'm not a big marshmallow person, but I will eat them when I'm camping and like making s'mores because if anybody tries to take me camping and doesn't offer me a s'more, I'm done with you. And also, sure, you can get the plain graham crackers, but if you go to Whole Foods, they have a whole smorgasbord worth of different flavored graham crackers. And my friend Canuto, who I knew when I was manufacturing, because we all worked in the outdoors and it was so much fun, he put me on to those. And him and his wife gave me all these fun ideas with s'mores. And I was like, you are a gift from the heavens. You are a true gift from the heavens. It was amazing. Do you like s'mores? But also, Sis has been known to get over the marshmallows and just make chocolatey graham crackers. Because sometimes I don't like a lot of marshmallows. I'll put a little bit of marshmallows with a lot of chocolate, depending on the chocolate. Because sometimes it's too much chocolate, and there comes a point where I'm like, you know, but it's for the experience. I need to get my charger. It's for the experience. But also, like, I used to really love Lucky Charms. um, or what is that thing? What was I using it for? The vegan marshmallows? What was I making? What the fuck did I need those for? I don't know. 11/11. Let's all fall in love. Camping equals s'mores. Exactly. That's how I feel. I love camping, but I camp in many different ways. I'm I'm the rough type of camper who will also just like wing it, wing it, and have camped with other people who just like camp straight on the dirt floor and are chill with the bugs and just do a canopy on top. But I'm also the type of camper that is like, I need to eat a lot and will go on very long excursions and need like a home base. And so I was been really into just preparing very healthy, balanced food that I could like warm up really quickly throughout the day and then fill my hiking bag with, turned into that type. Still washing dishes in a bucket kind of vibe. I don't feel like glamping is camping. That's just a hotel. Like to me, like when people say they're glamping, I'm like, no, you're in a hotel. You're not camping. You're in a hotel. That's a hotel. That's not camping. You don't get to call it camping. That's a lie. Do you even have a tent? Like, do you have a sleeping bag? Do you have ridiculously sharp knives that sometimes you cut yourself on, like I do sometimes? Where are you getting your water from? Is there a shower? If you have a shower, I don't think it's camping. I don't think it is. If you don't have to like trek in the dark to get somewhere, or like have some spare power, or if you don't have a car with four-wheel drive, I don't want to know about it. Like, it's not camping. That's hoteling. No, the pack was original, came in red package, berry was in the purple package, tropical came in the green package. How do you know this? Used to like Starburst. Oh, Starbursts are good. Okay, I lied. Sometimes I liked, no, the pink one was in the regular flavor. I'm gonna have to research my Skittles. I'm thinking of the red package, but I thought in there was green, yellow, purple, orange, the rainbow. They don't have all the colors, but you know what I mean. Chocolatey graham is better. Chocolatey graham, I could totally see that, but I feel like with the amount of chocolate that needs to be melted in a s'more that I like, would it be too chocolatey or would it be just right? Do you put chocolate on your chocolatey grahams? I used to make s'mores in my toaster because they get toasty like being camping. I love that. You can camp inside. I used to do that all the time growing up, actually, when I was younger, because I loved camping and I couldn't go camping all the time. But my mom loved going camping too. And so we always went to like different places in the mountains and Canada. But we were always camping and she had those like blow up mattresses. But when we couldn't do that, I was like, we're going camping in the living room. I do all the time. Camping in the living room is just like an indoor fort. I still feel like that is more campy than glamping. Vanilla, and yes, I put my marshmallows, cookies, and cream could work too. Interesting. Okay, vanilla, and yes, I put my marshmallows. I'm gonna have to try this. This might be a week of Alicia gets hopped up on sugar. Maybe do some. Everybody, we're doing scripting and healing our inner child this week. So all the things that you did when you were younger, I do this with my clients sometimes you're gonna have fun this week doing it. One of my clients once had the biggest breakthrough because they had a bubble bath and they sang like all the songs that they loved when they were a child. And I was like, yes, this is where the healing is. If you've never dug a latrine, have you ever been camping? Facts. Facts. Yo, I'm getting the munchies without the high. Not gonna lie, in the past, when I smoked, like I haven't smoked in a long time, like a long time. I had the worst munchies. I also had the worst couch lock. Worst munchies. It was like I wasn't like I'm already like a never ending pit, like because I exercise, I move, My metabolism is faster now. So I'm constantly eating. That's why usually you can't see it right now, but sometimes in my videos there's like stacks of food behind me because I'm constantly eating. But when I had the munchies, it's like, have you ever seen that movie Half Baked? When they go into the store and they're like doing all the things, and what's his name is like, Bazaba, you my only friend. Like that's how I felt. like how I am with food. Or was. I don't smoke anymore. When I finally tasted s'more, it was underwhelming. Camping makes it taste so much better. Yeah, it's the experience. I also like sacrifice one giant marshmallow or a couple to make it expand in the fire because you have to. A goblin marshmallow? If you're not gobbling your marshmallows while you're making s'mores, you're not living. King Grizzly, yes. You need some dirt. Yeah. Crackers and vanilla ice cream is so good. It's amazing. It's like just salty enough to go with a vanilla ice cream. I feel like it's a delicacy. Like I still will eat it from time to time because it's one of my favorites. Like sometimes I crave it more than like a mint chocolate chip ice cream, which I don't really eat sweets ever really, except lately because we were having family time and parties and all the things. And so I was like sitting at the table and I was like, Mom, like, what kind of party is this? It's like, there's still dessert. And she was like, I'm sorry, I forgot. I was like, ah. I was like, I must go. And then we went to go get dessert. And then we couldn't decide what to get because neither, like, we don't eat like a ton of desserts ever. And I mostly eat fruit. And then we just were like, oh my gosh, there's so many options. And then we ended up with like a carrot cake, a bag of donuts. I also got these mint dark chocolate things. I think that was all we got. Yeah. We were like, nailed it. And then because all of us eat so healthy, we ate it. We got sick. It was a bad idea. Bad idea. But it was so much fun. It was magical. When was the last time you've been camping? This freaking mic. Grateful. See how quickly we shift here, people? When was the last time you all went camping? Why does this keep falling out? I want to know. Was it like a year ago? Was it when you were younger? I remember the first time I was in the redwoods and I heard foxes yelling for the first time. It scared the shit out of me. Have you ever heard the foxes yell in the redwoods? It literally sounds like those screaming goats. And they just pop up all in the middle of the night at like 2 a.m, like, ah! I was like, fucking demons. It's so great. Like, was it when was the last time I went camping? Like true camping? Maybe like 2 years ago, to be honest. I feel like it's been a minute. Yeah. I had a lot of fun. There's this app called Hip Camp. It's basically like Airbnb, but for camping. And I would use that a lot. And I found a lot of cool places to camp. It was so much fun. I love camping so much. So much. But I really had to do a lot of healing before I could truly, truly go camping. because I was still traumatized from a lot of my body assault and, trigger warning, being locked in like a closet. And so when the lights, like when lights would go off, I would have a hard time. And like some people, when they go camping, are totally fine being in pitch black, like, but it never, like, it was so triggering for me. Um, and so I always have like fun twinkle lights. Or like, like, if it's not raining, like, why do we have to sleep with a rain cover on, you know? Because Omi is still healing. Like, I literally make the campsite look like Fairy Twinkle Land with solar lights. Because why not? Last year, Castle Cracks. Ooh, fun. Did you also make s'mores there? Wait, was it a family trip? I have so many questions. Was it a family trip? Did you go by yourself? Tell me more. Yep, me too. The worst munchies. Good thing I'm not about that life anymore. Then I'd be rolling around. No, exactly. And also, when you start to spiritually awaken, you don't need it. Like, not that you ever needed it, but your body is like, I don't want it. Like, I'm awake enough. like, like after a while, it would, like, my body couldn't physically, like, my body rejected it, but also I wasn't like high anymore. It wasn't a high. It was something else. And I was like, I'm already in the spiritual realm. I'm not trying to get stuck there. Yeah, couch lock was real. I remember the first time I went through couch lock and I didn't really know what to do about it. And so I was just like fucking stuck there. Then I went to work and I told my friends, because I had an ex who like really liked smoking and stuff like that. And I didn't really smoke that much. And sometimes it hit me more than usual. Then I also realized I was allergic. Um, and they're like, yeah, just have someone give you food. That's how you get someone out of couch lock. And I was like, I wish I knew you like 8 hours ago when I couldn't go to bed because I was glued to the couch like fucking Gumby. Yes, to the s'mores. Haha. Went with friends for a few days. Fun. I haven't gone camping with friends in a minute. It's been like most people I've been seeing. Went hiking into the water nearby. Oh, that sounds amazing. That sounds like so much fun. I'm going to Google the name of the place you said. What did you say? Something Crags. Castle Crags. Ooh, it's so pretty. Fun. I love it. I love it. I love it so much. I want to be there. I miss having my Subaru, actually. My Subaru and my Mitsubishi, my favorite. Any sort of adventure car. I also miss I had a Jeep Wrangler. That one was probably my favorite. And it had a cool screen where it would tell you, which they didn't have in the Jeeps for a long time, but tell you like if you're gonna roll or something like that. Not that you need it every day, but I thought it was fascinating. It's been years. I was younger. All of my old friends was misaligned when it came to stuff like that. They said I was always trying to do white people shit. Yeah. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes brown and black people forget how colonized they are, that camping is not white people shit. That's us. We started in nature. Why do you think our skin is this color? Anytime I hear people say stuff like that, I'm like, what is wrong with you? Like, get that colonizer stick out of your butt. It's so pretty. Wow. It kind of looks like Uh, Mammoth. Kind of looks like mammoth. Well, certain part of mammoth. Yeah, it looks like mammoth. Except those mountains are a little bit sharper. But it kind of reminds me of that. I feel like maybe it's prettier. Facts. Yeah. It's like, we're built for being outside, right? That's why we can just pointing it out. Maybe I should do a Z's camping trip. Would you all come? We should go camping. It would be so fun. Should we take it international? The views were epic for real. Yeah. Mount Shasta. Oh, that's what it was. Yeah. I friggin' love Mount Shasta. There's some weird ass vortexes in there. And driving to Mount Shasta is super easy. Same with Mammoth. Like it's flat. Super flat. Super duper. Mount Shasta is like, I love Mount Shasta. Not as many different places to go to, but kind of, But Mammoth is also small. I mean, Mount Shasta is not small, but you know what I mean. I'm not making any sense. It doesn't matter. I love Mount Shasta. I love all mountains. Do you all love mountains? You all better be going outside. If anybody says that's white people should, I can't. I can't with you. If any of you believe that, please book a session. Camping is so good for you. We're going to do Z's camping extravaganza. We're going to call it s'mores galore. We're all going to make s'mores and we're all going to have fun and we're all going to meditate and I could teach you things. We can do like herbal classes and whatnot. Bundle making, chanting, all the things. I think it would be so fun. This delay in the chat is strong today because I can see it with my internet not cracking. Love Mountain start in the States as test run, then international. Yeah. I love international. I almost prefer international because I'm sick of the States. I don't like the energy here anymore. I don't know if I ever really did like it. Like I like certain places, but I feel like it's starting to get a little tainted in some areas. Because I'm like a go big or go home. Go big or go home. If I'm gonna pull you out the door, you might as well go all the way out the door. Make it worth it. Guess that wouldn't really be camping. The colonized version of my brain is saying I want the shower. I'm a journal about it. We can have showers if you really want showers, but otherwise camping trip sounds like a vibe, right? You can have showers. If everybody wants to do the glamping, it's totally fine. It's totally fine. I'm just going to put you in a jungle with scorpions in your shower so you can have a little taste of the shower. Just kidding. It's been 20 years. Oh my goodness, Antoinette, you need to go camping. Yes, I hate coming back to the States. I feel like I never was supposed to be here. Yeah. I feel really out of place in the States. Like super like in the beginning it wasn't so bad, but now it's like don't touch me. I don't know how to explain it. It feels like an energy thing. Like an energy, like gross. Like I can't handle it. Showers is a must. Maybe I'll do 2 trips. For folks who are like wanting the showers, we can have a shower trip. And then folks who are more adventurous, my backpackers, my homies, my ATV friends, we're going to do this old school style for a little bit. Really get out there and get dirty. You can still bathe yourself, just not in a traditional shower. Yeah, well. I think it's so humbling when you don't have things like that every once in a while. Then you get to like release your ego. You get to release your ego so much. It's great. It's healthy. I love it, Ethne. Shower is a must. True. Yeah, like every once in a while, even if it's like a 3 or 4 day thing, you know, like you'll survive. You'll survive. I feel like it's good to get uncomfortable. Like you need to get uncomfortable. I did this like retreat that was definitely hotel glamping, but it was so far into the jungle that it was like there were so many creatures, so many things I'd never seen before, which is great. Like people had a really hard time like surrendering, like really surrender. I'm like, why are you having, if you feel like, there were some days I was like, I don't even want to shower because it feels like I'm tainting my experience by doing the things I could do at home. And so some days, if it was raining in the jungle, why not just stand outside? Like I was literally like, I'm not really, getting certain things. And, you know, I don't know. Folks are like, can we eat something else? It's like, it's literally fucking farm to table, homie, and it's grown by locals. It's grown by indigenous people. Do you want a McDonald's fry or something? Like, let's humble ourselves a little bit. Yes, and get tuned in. Yeah. On alternative. I wanted to try a blackout room. Fun. You should do it. It's very powerful. You'll probably get lots of visions. I can only do it for a certain amount of time. I mostly do it in like a deprivation tank because you can be there for like 3 hours. And I'll do it there because it's like safe. Like I feel safe to do it, and I can do it within water. Look at this. Rainwater just stepped into the chat. What is up with ZTV Vortex? Hello, Rainwater. We were just speaking of you. That is funny. Zawadi, beautiful souls, they gotta leave. Alarm set for 4:30. Have a productive and blessed week. See you, Zawadi. We can't wait to see you Thursday. Laying it down for the night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Sleep well. Sleep well. King Grizzly, you should definitely do a blackout room. Are you talking like a deprivation tank or like reserving like a specific room? It's really good for your gifts because you can like block out everything. I mean, even if you sleep with earplugs and a eye mask on, that helps too. Blocks out everything. Like reserving a room. What's stopping you? Is it just you just thought about it again? Oh, it's late. It is late. Yeah. You should do it. Your gifts are so deep right now. You have some really powerful gifts. I can actually hear some of your thoughts sometimes when I'm out and about. A little from everybody. It's kind of funny. I was actually thinking, I was like, King Grizzly would be a fun person to figure out if we can just send telepathic messages to each other all day long and see what lands. Wouldn't that be fun? To see like how synchronistic our life is. Just an idea. You don't have to do it. But it came to me today. It's like that would be an interesting test. Okay, I'm staying on for like 5 more minutes. I said 10 minutes like an hour ago. Then I got distracted. I really need to go. I'm like, my affirmation literally says I can do anything I want. It's time then, lol. Really, that's crazy because I have thought of that too. Yeah, I'm like, I feel like our energy is very intertwined for some reason. Um, yeah, I was like, oh, let's see if I just send messages and see what happens. I was like, what did I send? Now that I have your permission, I'm gonna send funny things like the pig flies and farts and see if something happens. I'm gonna be like, can you hear this song? Rainwater was right on time. I know, isn't that wild? I literally was like talking about rainwater. Sometimes that shit happens, you know? Just word vomit a bunch of stuff. Ideala knows. And then rainwater comes up. In my oracle deck, I keep drawing telepathy. Well, you're definitely telepathic. You definitely are. I feel like we're also telepathically always talking to each other sometimes, and it's quite funny. I feel like folks in Z School for the Gifted, we do that a lot. That's why we always end up on like the same page. We're like chit chatting. And I always know like when you're going to post something, just like you know when I'm going to do something. Telepathy is a fun thing. We should do some telepathy fun stuff. Yes, it's interesting. I'm open to it. Yes. I'm high fiving you because you're not here. So I can't high five you. You high five me back. I'm a fool. A fairy fool. It's the best. The person I met today, I was like, this is how you know you're strange and you just attract strange people who are the best. Like, I was walking and well, afterwards we started talking and he was like, I saw you. He was like, first I saw your hair and was like, wow, that is like really cool, interesting hair. He was like, also, you seem kind of friendly. He's like reading my energy, but telling me his process of like whether or not it was safe to say hello. And then he was like, I also saw that you were like walking by yourself, and I got curious why you were by yourself. Like, this is just the funniest thing I think I've ever heard. Oh my God, yes. The other day while meditating, I was like, it feels like I'm having a chat, but I'm not consciously doing it. And internet's thing came through. Yeah. Yeah. We're all like wildly connected. It's kind of funny. Isn't it? I feel like it's really funny. because we can all connect in that way. Like the closer you are to energy, the more you're going to pick up on it. Always, everybody, just make sure you're cleansing your energy so you're not accidentally pulling on someone's things. I started drawing my deck yesterday. Fun. Yeah, let us know what deck you were using. I think we should all send each other funny telepathic messages. I'm going to close my hummus. I've eaten so much hummus today. I haven't bought a new deck in a while. Oh, I can share, which I will post maybe this week or something. So that deck, Afro Goddess, if you've seen it, it's purple. So a friend of mine made that deck and was one of the coaches on the TV show that I did, The Blocks. And that doll that I'm holding while wearing my ori, that's Nova, who is from the deck, but she's making dolls to go along with them. She also just created a filter on TikTok and is trying to get help from people so she can land a bigger deal and like get visibility around her plush dolls on the filter. So I'm going to be dropping her link eventually, but wanted to share it with you all since you all like decks. But it's the Afro Goddess deck. She's great. And see, I just took a salt bath and I just finished air drying. Can I put on some oil now? Yeah. Once you have aired your cheeks, you're solid. If you were doing something like a strong cleansing, like a really strong herbal cleansing, I would highly recommend not even putting oil on. But if you're just doing your like regular cleanse, like just have your oil be like protective or something. Like when I was cutting siphoning energy, the hoodoo that we did, it was so strong. And when you do those type of baths with like very strong herbal mixes, you do not like you like don't even rinse it off. You don't do anything. You air dry. You don't put anything. Like I was literally sleeping in plants. So, but if it's like routine stuff, it's totally fine. It's 153 card custom deck called Hands of Benny. Fun. Is that why your name is Hands of Benny? I saw your name and I was like, who is Hands of Benny? Now I know. But I saw your actual name also pop up. Then I was really confused. Okay, for real, homies. I'm going to go at 2:35 in terms of, I have been live for 2.5 hours. It doesn't even feel like that long. I just enjoy everybody's company. You're all so sweet. I'm looking right now on my screen, all the different chapters for the Mango Men and other manifestations, and I'm really excited to drop them all for you. Right now, I have 16 chapters. I have 16. It's going to be so fun. So fun. I got a few names. I can tell. One of my chapter titles is called Church Jokes and Holy Hell. I hope you like that one. Ah, that's dope. 16 is awesome. Yeah, I'm excited. It's just something fun for y'all to like enjoy. And I think it's fun to talk about love in different ways and stop stigmatizing a bunch of stuff. We're all creatives. We might as well share our story in whatever way we choose to share our stories. Yeah, this is fun. 14 more to go. I literally have it's hard for me to focus on the rest of my tasks because I'm having so much fun doing this. I'm like the whole time. Likewise, thank you for coming on tonight. Of course, I'm happy to help. I'll be here for 4 more minutes. I'm spinning in my chair, literally or metaphorically. I'm always spinning in my chair. Ooh, I'm actually not today because I'm don't feel as wiggly, but sometimes I am. Sometimes I do. I also have some other fun stuff that's going to come when I actually put the book together. I think you're really going to like it. Hello there, Mr. Johnson. Mango. Yes. Literally fun. Do it. Get your hip mobility on. Y'all are funny. What a day, everybody. I'm so proud of each and every one of you for just living the life that you've always wanted. And hold on, I need to check the date. What? There goes my phone. Guess I won't be. Guess it doesn't matter. Just literally slid down my leg and went flying far, far away. So I'm not going to be doing that. Making the book with my cards has been therapeutic. Good. Creativity is so healing. Who threw your phone? I don't know. There is no logic in this place. They clearly were like, nah. Like, dang, how long you want me to be on here? Literally just whoosh. I'm like, wow. Is there like a clear string tied to my phone somewhere? And the ancestor was like, it made me laugh. I won't be checking it. It seems irrelevant. I think we can all agree. Irrelevant. It's gone forever. I don't know where it went. It just bounced like a slip and slide. I'm happy that we all have a space to share our magicalness. Y'all are so magical. I'm honored to know you all. And I appreciate every single one of you chatting and being on this channel and also supporting my business. It means a lot to me because it allows me to be able to pour more Reese's? No, I can handle this. No, it allows me to pour more resources back into the community and help in many, many, many ways. So I appreciate you all doing that as well. from the bottom of my cosmically large, glittery heart that dances with stripper heels. I'm never going to get over it. Every day is a great day for stripper heels. I need to go to bed. I can't even say it anymore. Stripper heels. Ow. We appreciate you too. Thanks, King Grizzly. YouTheBomb.com. And I'm going to message you on Discord tomorrow. Okay. Everybody, don't forget tomorrow's Magic to Market if you're needing business help. I'm going to head out. It's been phenomenal talking to you all. Y'all are real ones. I care about you. I love you too so much. Take care of yourself. Use your gifts. Change the world. Don't ignore your ancestors. Get all up in that journal of yours. Keep writing. Good night, dear Ethany. There's something I was going to tell you now. I don't remember. Slipped away like my phone. Good night, everybody. I'll talk to you later. Stay real. Stay cool. Stay drooling.